some of the information that might come with these people, it's not against these people. Probably it's not really true. It's just Patricia that has been spreading this misinformation. Because that's what I'm thinking now. That could it be that?
Remember, when you get interviewed, they send you questions. You don't get interviewed just randomly and just random questions. And the questions are there. They send you a list of questions when you get interviewed. So that cannot be that this was just a random question.
Ordinary citizens need to keep speaking out. There are significant whistleblowers. There are a lot of people that are involved with community policing forums, neighborhood watches, etc. And they need to use those platforms, and they need to use local media to do the same. They need to expose it.
So if you're new to this channel, you might not have heard the saying Pumasilwe. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a real life Pumasilwe situation. Picture this, okay? Breaking news. The Untouchables, and we call them the Untouchables because there's just way too many major generals, brigadiers, major this, lieutenant general for me to mention all 7 of them one by one. So we're just gonna call them the Untouchables, SAPS arrested members, okay? So the Untouchables got arrested on Thursday and they appeared in court on Friday. And it seems, there's this whole Pumasilo situation between Ian Cameron and Patricia Mashale. And for me, I'm really just trying to understand it. We're seeing all the breaking news, all the breakdown. And then there's a side back and forth over there by the Twitter, by the X, by the Facebook going on between the two, even though they've blocked. No, Ian Cameron has blocked Patricia Mashale. Guys, Guningi, okay? Guningi. And I'm just trying to paste all these things together. So while that is going on the separate platform, enter mainstream media and Newsroom Africa to be precise. And I promise you, this is not our daily coverage of that media channel. So here's what happened. Jiggy inside that interview, Jiggy, Ian Cameron is being interviewed about those arrests, okay? And what I think is he's taking credit for it. Don't quote me on that. I'm still just trying to understand what is going on. He's taking credit for it. But then the Pumasilo situation is that he shouldn't be taking credit for it, because when this information was brought to him, he swept it under the rug. Dun. Okay, everything is alleged. Okay, it sounds like they'll be going to court. But stay with me. Okay. So in this video, guys, I need you guys to just watch all these clips that I'm going to put together. It's going to make the story come together much clearer. So Ian Cameron is over there by the Newsroom Africa. And then this is what he says, and I quote, "Ordinary citizens need to keep speaking out. They are significant whistleblowers. There are a lot of people that are involved with community policing forums, neighborhood watches, etc. They need to use those platforms, and also local media." Okay? Highlight everything I just said. He literally said that, okay? Basically, he's endorsing whistleblowership. He's loving on it. He loves it. Except if that whistleblower's name is Patricia Mashale. And let me explain to you why. Jiggy in the same interview, not 2 days later, not 6 days before, in the exact same interview, this goes down. So let me play Patricia Mashale and then stay with me to the end, okay? And then we will hear him jiggering, okay? He's going to jiggy and then he's going to change on us just after telling us how significant whistleblowers are. So this is giving Animal Farm, okay, where other whistleblowers are more equal than others. Wow. Let's continue listening on.
So that's me. I don't have, I'm hardly on speculations, but for me, how it has happened, I'm seeing as if this could have been a set up basically to drag you into the
to try and discredit me. To try and
Yes,
discredit
and
me,
also
because if the portfolio committee, the chairperson of the portfolio committee can come on national television and say Patricia Mashale is a so-called whistleblower who is not getting her facts right before she goes out there with information. Remember, I was accused of the same thing when I was in the High Court in Bloemfontein to say I am posting information on social media before I even report it to the relevant authorities, and I don't confirm the information. That was what I was accused of when I was in the High Court for defamation.
So, as we know, Patricia Mashale has been in one too many interviews before with mainstream media channels, okay? She says that they send you the list of questions ahead of time. Therefore, what I'm hearing is that Ian Cameron received a list of questions ahead of time, and that Newsroom Africa might be allegedly a hired gun, okay, to send out a message with regards to Patricia Mashale to discredit her. And no, she has no knowledge, she has no input, she's not part of this whole Untouchables generals, lieutenant generals, brigadiers, brigs that have been recently been arrested. She's not part of that. This must not be her claim to fame. And I'm going to quote Ian Cameron, and as he says, she's trying to score social media points, allegedly. So, kuningi guys. So let me know, what do you put together when I put these pieces together? What are you picking up from this Untouchables arrest versus the Pumasile situation? And let me tell you something. It seems like Patricia Mashale is being dragged unprovoked, okay? Her name just got thrown into the pot. Is this going to misfire? I don't know. But here is the question I have. I'm going to play the clip right here. The reporter, she says, and I quote, I like to quote, okay, because you can never misquote a quotation. I want to quote it exactly as she said it. She says, just a note from someone that you were close with Utumisani. She said, just a note from someone, okay? And she made it seem like it just came through. She said, just a note from someone. She does not say, just a note from Patricia Mashale. She does not say, here's a message from Patricia Mashale. But guess who then Jiggy drops her name? Guess who it is? Let me play the clip for you. I want to hear from you what your thoughts are. What is going on in this Pumasilo situation? What is really going on? Let's continue listening on.
So, there's so much disinformation going around. I think what's critical about it is that each individual matter must be followed up. We must use every single remedy to our disposal to do it. A lot of them, unfortunately, and to be very honest, are compromised. But I, again, do believe that there are people that are trying to turn the ship, and we can do it.
Yeah, I just want to raise something which I'm just receiving, so I haven't been able to really scrutinize it for myself. Just a note from someone who says that you were cozy with Dumisani Khumalo making that allegation. I just want you to perhaps just reflect on what the nature of that relationship might have been, and when people tried to bring information to you around corruption in crime intelligence that involved him as well, saying that they were rebuffed. What is your comment on that, Ian?
Yeah, no, so the specific person that shared that message was Patricia Mashale. The specific person that shared that message was Patricia Mashale. She was actually the one that shared a lot of information, putting myself and my family at risk with a report that was leaked about a threat and risk assessment that was done on me about protection that I never received. And that's when it was alleged that me and the minister and the National Commission at some stage in December, while I was busy cycling in Paarl on the mountain, apparently met with Khumalo. Now, let's set the record straight. I've met Dumisani Khumalo once in my life. I met him at the Crime Summit in Gauteng. Never ever spoken to him before or after that. And I think it's very important also that the air is cleared regarding the disinformation around me that was spread by the so-called whistleblower. The reason I say that is because it was stated that counterintelligence shouldn't have done my threat and risk assessment. Now, if you understand the policing environment, you would know that if the potential risk comes from inside the South African Police Service, you would know that it is the mandate, or can be the mandate, of counterintelligence to do such a threat and risk assessment. Nevertheless, and this is a very sad indictment of the South African Police Service, despite 2 threat and risk assessments, the second one had to be redone. It was indicated that they do not have capacity for any formal protection despite findings of that specific threat and risk assessment. So I would advise that if whistleblowers want to share certain things, get their facts straight. This is now the first time that I've shared so much openly and private information, but it is important that I'm not going to allow my name and my integrity to be questioned because people are trying to score points on social media.
So let me know if this is about cleanup of the South African police services, or it's about scoring points on social media, or it's about getting personal gains from a claimed ownership of the bust. or the information. I really don't know. Okay. And let me know what the real issue is here. Okay. Let me know in the comment section down below. But that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, I will continue following the Untouchables arrest and don't situation. Make sure you go ahead, hit that subscription button. Make sure you go ahead, hit that like button. Make sure you go ahead as well and share this video. One more thing, guys, we are now at over 65,000 subscribers, and that is only possible because you chose to subscribe to this channel. I want to take a moment to say thank you so much. My previous video, I had to switch the music so you don't get to hear the message that I had. So I just wanted to say a special thank you to each one of you who is subscribed. Okay, the ghosts that are not subscribing, that's on you. Okay, that's not a me problem. But if you're a ghost and you've made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, shame on you. Go ahead, hit that subscription button. It's absolutely free, costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps Mzansi Unfiltered on our goal, okay, to 100,000 subscribers. And oh my goodness, we can actually do it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye.